Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So, if you haven't already figured out, I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. If you can't tell by the room, my set. So, I have various t shirts that I'll be sharing with you guys throughout the Christmas season. So, I hope you enjoy. If you haven't already figured out, I like to stand out. Always have, always will. Kind of like the movie Wonder. How many of you saw the movie Wonder? If you haven't already seen the movie Wonder, please go see the movie Wonder. A quote that I will leave you with, or actually start this video with, and then leave you with. You can't blend in if you're born to stand out. You can't blend in if you're born to stand out. Augie's sister said that to him in the movie. It stuck with me, and I'm going to start using it. And then with my belief, God creates us all individually. We all stand out, some way or another. We all have something, and it's a disability, either visible or non-visible. We either have it or we will form it in our life. That's what I leave you the start out video with. So, the movie Wonder was a book, a novel, and then it became this phenomenal film. One of the best films I've seen in years. An emotional roller coaster ride from the time it began to the climax to the time it ended. If you don't know what it's about this little boy who somehow his parents have the same gene and it causes his face to be deformed. He goes through 27 or 28 different surgeries. They spell it out in the film. And even plastic surgery can't help, and he has a deformed face. It basically tells the story in 1 year's time of his life going to school from, I believe it was private school, or being homeschooled. From going from homeschooled to a private elementary school, and then it spaces out the entire year from the holidays to the seasons. What the movie does also is it tells individual storylines that intertwine into the big storyline with Augie and his deformed face, and how he hates to be different, and he wears that space mask because he's obsessed with space, and he's obsessed with Star Wars, and I thought that was so cute. But that also brings out his character, because he's intelligent. He is so intelligent that he runs circles around the other students and the teachers, even the principal for that matter. But he's afraid to show his face because he knows he's going to be taunted and teased. So basically it's a bullying story about a little boy in elementary school. An elementary school, guys. Back to what I was saying is it also tells the story of his mother, his father, his sister, his best friend, his sister's best friend. It's almost like the 13 Reasons Why, where each kind of reel, it just kind of jumps in and it says their name and then it starts telling their story. And I thought that was really cool because I really haven't seen that much in films. So the first story is about, obviously, Augie. And then you realize that the reason he and his sister are clashing is because his sister feels like she is ostracized from the family, because she always makes this quote that her brother is the sun and everything revolves around the sun and nothing revolves around her. And she's dealing with her own struggles. She's dealing with losing her grandmother. She's dealing with her best friend who won't speak to her anymore, which then you find out her backstory. So she tries to form this relationship with her mother, but her mother only wants to have a relationship with her son, Augie, basically. And her mother's also working on finishing her career, which she never finished because when Augie was born, he had all these problems. And of course, the dad's kind of controlled by mom. And basically, it's this family-oriented storyline of what this family's going through, what little Augie's going through, and then you jump into the elementary school, and the principal stands up for him, and the teacher, his main teacher stands up for him, and then his friends. He has fake friends. He has friends that are only friends with him because they're told to be. He has bullies. He deals with that. He deals with this rich kid who gets everybody on his side. But then there's this kid named Will, or Jack, or I believe it was Jack Will. Yeah, Jack Will. And he's adorable. And he is only friends with Augie in the beginning because he's forced to be. And then he makes fun of Augie, and Augie stops talking to him, and he's hurt and doesn't understand why, because he's realizing that Augie's the good one, not the bad one like the rest of them. Well, this friendship evolves, and it's a beautiful friendship throughout the film. And he stands up for Augie at all costs after he realizes what he's done, because he realizes the real friend is Augie, not the other kids. They are only friends with him because it's your typical political red tape of politics in elementary school. So basically the entire film revolves around that, if you don't know, or if you haven't read a synopsis or read the novel. That's just what I took of it. And each storyline intertwined, weaving in and out of the key storyline, which is Augie. This is a powerful story that I believe needs to be told in elementary schools with different grades, every grade for that matter. Bullying is an issue in today's day and age, and it needs to be dealt with. It hits home for me. I know what it's like. That's all I'm going to say. Growing up, you're scared to be different. But then as you get older, that's what makes you who you are and makes everybody love you for that. So many quotes and euphemisms come from this film. Now, it has Julia Roberts, Owen Wilson, and then the little boy, Augie, is played by Jacob Tremblay. It is directed by Stephen Chbosky, written by Jack Thorne, Steve Conrad, and Steve Chbosky. Stephen Chbosky is the gentleman from Pittsburgh. He grew up in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh is a booming film industry, so that is amazing to know. I do have my notes in front of me. This film had me tearing up, so it's going to have you tear up if you have a heart. It just is so powerful, and it's done by Lionsgate and other film companies that are not well known. The budget was pretty hefty, but the costumes, the scenery, the music, everything about this film, like I said, this is one of the best films I have seen. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. One of the best films I have seen since Miracles from Heaven or Heaven is for Real. It hits you here. It makes you think up here. It makes you want to go out and change the world, which we all can do it. We just need to show more love, compassion, understanding, acceptance. We're all different. And something that I really enjoyed about this film is at the end, Augie won an award for being one of the best people in that school. And he wasn't even trying to be. Yeah. Wonder. I definitely see it being nominated for many awards, and it should, rightfully so, receive them. From the acting, to the directing, to the writing, to just the overall plot, the storyline. And I was talking to a friend who's a teacher, and she and her students went on a field trip to watch this film after they read the novel. And I think that's amazing. I think, like I said, I think that's what most schools should do. All of them. This film needs to be shown. People need to realize what bullying is all about. Especially for just being different. For being different. I mean, come on. You can't help it. How you're born. How you're created. So, there's my review for Wonder. Sorry if I kind of took it into another direction and lengthy. Subscribe to my channel for more. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Share the video on all social media platforms with friends and family, especially those who have seen Wonder. Follow me on Twitter at AdamKingofTV3. It's always for you guys. It's all for you guys. So thank you for the continued love and the support. And if you haven't already seen it, please go out there and see it. I'm definitely going to highly recommend it to various family members and friends, and I'll definitely watch it again. And yes, I do give spoilers. So, they are review videos. I can't really give the review without the major, without some spoilers. I didn't give major, but some. So, yeah, I have much planned. Definitely some more coming this week, so stay tuned, and have a good rest of your night. Thanks, guys.